Yo, what is happening, guys? Reflex here, back at you again with a brand new video. And today I'm going to be doing 2v2 tips and tricks here on World War II. This is just a doubles match here on USS Texas with me and Abstract, just kind of doing work, just going hard, seeing what we can do against these kids. I believe these guys were like 13-1, 13-2 or something, so they actually knew what they were doing, but we ended up just, kind of taking full control. And what I want to do today is kind of give you my insight, I guess, when it comes down to 2v2s. 2v2s is really one of the game modes I kind of play mostly, right next to TL, and then singles, of course, like you've seen on my channel a lot. But what I want to do is give you an insight on what you have to do to successfully win in doubles, especially in World War II, because I honestly feel that World War II is a completely different game than really any other Call of Duty that we've ever seen before. This game is all teamwork. That's really what this game is. This game is not an individual type of game. Like I would say Ghost was more of an individual type of game. You could run around and do your own thing and kind of dominate for the team. In this game, you really can't do that. It all comes down to teamwork and playing together, playing as a team, as most team-based games should be. Now, what I'm going to tell you in doubles is you got to play together, man. You got to hold hands. You hear that a lot. You hear a lot of people say, you got to hold hands in game modes. And this is very true, especially in this game, because getting 3 pieces, getting 4 pieces and stuff isn't as common in this game as I've seen in other games. It's just a lot of people have talked about the map layouts that it has a big factor, I guess you could say, but I don't really understand what people mean when they complain about the maps. Personally, I don't really mind the maps too much in this game, but I don't know, I guess that's just like a personal thing people have been complaining about. But you'll notice one thing that's really important is you need to stick with your teammates. You'll see right there, Abstract got that first kill at A, and then he wrapped all the way over towards me. What you got to do in doubles is keep in mind that it is so much easier for the opposing team. Well, you need to keep this in mind for a team ladder as well, whether you're playing 3v3s or 4v4s. It is so much easier for the opposing team to get 1 kill and then run around, and if he isn't easily approached as soon as he gets that first kill, it's going to be very difficult for him to I guess you could say get away if there's another person there, pretty much. So you'll see kind of like what I did right there. I kind of got shot at. I really didn't have a shot, so I told Abstract, I was like, yo, he's pushing me, and Abstract was able to clean him up just because he was so focused on me, and he didn't even think that Abstract was going to be anywhere near him. But that's the whole thing. You gotta stick together and work as a team. Know when to push gunfights, know when to not push gunfights. A lot of people complain about doubles because it reminds them more of singles, just because there's such a small, both teams are so small, and there's not very much of the map being covered, and that's very true, and it can be a bit frustrating. But what you got to keep in mind is if you're playing it correctly, if you're taking your time and you're just looking around the map, taking it easy, doubles can work out very, very well, like you see right there. You notice Abstract got in that gunfight, he called him out, he's pushing, and then I was easily able to clean the guy up, and then you'll see it just like that again. It happened once again, except Abstract unfortunately wasn't able to get him right there just because he ended up running away really quickly. But he's still on top of it. He's still, by me calling him out, he still has basic knowledge of the call out that I gave him. I was like, yeah, he was in the back of the map. What he could have done, he must have run towards the back right here. So he could be back boat, he could be sitting back, or maybe even pushing back and then wrapping around through B, like Abstract is going to check right now. So it's all a communication game, doubles really is. That's all it really is. And you have to have, obviously, clear communication. I use party chat usually. You can use Discord, stuff like that. I mean, that's very, very basic information, but communication is really just key, and just playing together as a team. Another really important thing, this is kind of simple, but play with somebody you're comfortable with. Play with somebody you're really don't play with a shithead. Don't play with somebody that thinks they know everything. Don't play with someone that just thinks they're the greatest player in the world. Now, occasionally you'll play some matches with those dudes, but if you're actually going for a good record, you're going for a good, steady, solid. You want to start the team off doing 20-0. I wouldn't play with somebody just with a shitty attitude that if you lose one round, they're gonna talk shit to you. That's not what you want to do. You want to play with somebody that actually has a good attitude and knows what the hell they're doing. Just because that bad attitude is going to put you guys down so early, and it's just going to be too frustrating. Like, look at this little situation right here. I'm messing with this dude. I told Abstract, I was like, literally run straight to B. I had this guy distracted, and as soon as I shoot a couple bullets just as a distraction, I wrap all the way around, and then I push this guy. Me and Abstract both kind of like you see right there, that is so difficult for him to get any shots off in that situation, just because we are putting so much pressure on him as a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're both on top of him. He has no chance, and that's what doubles really comes down to. It comes down to full on pressure and just pretty much slowing them down. But like I was saying, you know, you just need to play with somebody that is like you, play with somebody that has a good attitude, and you know, you're unstoppable at that point. Doubles, when you're playing against somebody who actually knows what they're doing and they know how to play and they play like your team, it can be more difficult just because, you know, you have two head-to-head teams that actually know what they're doing. Actually, I can't really remember what happens this round. I know he gets picked up at B. I guess I just rotate over. Now see, these are the rounds that you have the highest chance of losing in doubles, because he gets picked off at one bomb. Now it's just a 1v2 situation. I don't know whether these guys are going to be staying really close together. I don't know whether one's going to sit in the very back and one's going to plant the bomb. I really don't know, so I'm just kind of taking it easy, just looking over the B bomb, and I'm kind of in a confusing situation right now because I keep checking B and they're not there, so I have to go back to A. Let's see. Yeah, I picked this first kid. And see, you'll notice one thing I noticed right there is that they're not holding hands. They're not sticking together. I killed the first kid, and the other kid was just kind of sitting in the back of the map, standing on top of that handrail, which is really, really stupid. So that was something that we were easily able to capitalize on against these kids. They just weren't playing as a team. And that's really just all it comes down to in doubles. You gotta play together. Putting pressure on them all at once, you really just can't be stopped, honestly. As long as you guys just have full-on confidence, you don't play with a total dickhead. You guys won't lose, I promise. Anyway, yeah, use those tips. I'm telling you, just literally play together. Trade kills. Trading kills is so important. If one of your teammates dies, be sure you're there to clean up the guy that killed him. That is what's most important in doubles. That is key. That is key to doubles, and it's really key to any team game mode. I can't really remember what happens right here. I kill this first kid. Abstract gets picked off bomb, and I tell him make sure to call it out. He calls out where he might have run to. This guy runs to the back of the map, and I end up just kind of fucking him up right here. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed. Use these to your advantage. Promise they work. It's been working for me for years. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the views lately. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching the video, guys. Go ahead and drop a like for me if you enjoyed. Also, stay connected with the channel and hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.